Though they are trying to kill me because I converted to Christianity, mine cries out from hiding. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. According to a news that was published by the leadership newspaper online this evening, it was reported that a middle-aged man from Fuga, a Nassako Central local government area of Edo State, whose name was given as Kashim Kadri, has raised an alarm over an alleged threat to his life following his decision to convert to Christianity. Information that was given made it known that Kadri, who resides at number 5 Obosa Street, Ķ11Łł in Benin City, the state capital, while speaking out from his hideout, said that his newfound faith caused problems he is currently facing with some people who insisted that he must adhere to this age-long belief and also practice what his family also practices. Further talking, he claimed that the threat to his life started early in October 2022 when he escaped mob action over his new faith, and after a series of other suspected attempts on his life, he was forced into hiding. Leadership made it known that his age-long friend Abdullahi Rahim, who corroborated his story, regretted that Kadri's family was of no help as they made no effort to protect their son. What advice do you have for Kadri? My dear, I do not understand why it is going to be a crime to convert to any other religion or faith of your choice. There are some people who they see it as a crime, Shah. And most Arabic nations, though they didn't tell us where they didn't tell us where he converted from. They didn't tell us if it was a traditional, it was a traditional worship, or it was Hindu, you understand, or Islam. They did not tell us. But me, I know that in some communities, this thing is like a taboo. To them, you converting is like you have already sentenced yourself to death, and all they have to do is to kill you, and it is not supposed to be. See, do you believe that on the last day there will be no religion? Do you know that? A lot of things will go happen on the last day. We be say, if at the end of the day God go just look and say, now we just they deceive ourselves. You understand? Worship who you want to worship. Worship God in whatever way that pleases you. So far say there is no crime being committed. So far say you no kill person. So far say you no hurt person. Worship God. Do you understand? Worship God. This is why we keep saying that Islam is an evil religion. But he never said it was Islam that he was converting from. Let's be guided. But people will not believe. How could they go after someone that has seen the new life and converted to Christianity? And they thought it was unwise and unhealthy for him to dump Islam for another religion of his choice. If Christians had been doing what the Muslims were doing to intimidate their convert, did you think there would be peace in the world? Notable Christians had converted to Islam, but the Christians felt that it was their wish, so they were left alone and not to be intimidated or not to be killed by their family or friends. They should remember that there is freedom of religion and association, so the Muslims should abide by that too. Did he say he converted from Islam to Christianity? He might have been a traditionalist. Exactly. It does not mean, they didn't tell us in this news article that he actually was a Muslim. By the name of those complaining of his conversion, you would know their religion. Also by their fruit you shall know them. Don't be too fast. Don't be too forward. When did this type of thing start in the south? I used to think that it only happens in the north. In the south, everyone can practice freely any religion they prefer. In a family, you will see both Muslims and Christians, but in the north, you dare not. Do you believe that trash that does not happen in the south? Please do not be deceived. Go to Ashu and other Western states. Islam is Islam. They behave alike and sometimes worse than Northerners. And I do not understand why these people are saying it is actually Islam. I know say yes. What's it called, Islam, they don't do some things to be said will make people, whenever things like this happen, people call the name, but for crying out loud. And another thing I don't understand, why the name of this man was given and the address where they stay. Couldn't it be a way where they are going to, stay that his life was at stake, Wasn't there any other way to say, oh, somebody has been converted to Islam and his life was under, you understand, was under threat and he should be helped. My own is, what will be done now? What will be done to save him? That's the most important thing. But the thing be say, it is even scary, because it might give away his location now. You go be say those people go find him. So this situation is a very critical one. Okay. This is common in Islam, but I don't think Islam as a religion supports this. It is a bad X in Islam that is giving the religion a bad name. Most of the wickedness the Muslims are committing to other religions are not in the Quran, okay? They are misguided by most of the Islamic teachers, okay? That was where they were taught definitely. You cannot separate Islam from what Muslims are known for. Muslims everywhere do this, even in Asia, except Europe and America, because of strict government laws and security. I wonder when Nigeria, Nigeria will reach that extent where we say then would they protect citizens like that. Islam is a religion of peace. You may be having family problems in relation to the issue of conversion. If you have a child who converted to Islam, will you kill the child? Is it not better you see that child alive? Because I don't understand. If you have a child, let me even say not even convert. If you have a child that is misbehaving, that is wayward, will you kill that particular child with your bare hands or keep guarding and keep praying he turns back? Because I don't understand. Yorubas are still the best when practicing Islamic religion, but some Northern has intermarried with them. That is why if you see any bad Muslim among them, he or she must have had one of the parents from a northern state. Yes, Islam is a religion of peace with two crosswords on its logo. Like, what a contradiction. Is what a symbol of peace, my brother? And that is food for thought though. Islam, for you, what is the difference between Islam and cultist? Well, don't do that too. Don't do that. When you know that someone wants to kill you, prepare for them and fight back. Do not cry like a coward. No man has the monopoly of being a bad person. Is it a very good advice? This is not a good advice. So, most especially if those who are trying to kill you are actually your own. It is easier said than done. It is easier said than done. His new faith does not permit that. Another angle to it. His new faith does not permit him to go out and retaliate. We are not taught to fight those that persecute us for our faith. What kind of advice is that? Oh, he fights them. That means he's not a true Christian. What did Christ teach? Christ teach forgiveness, my dear. It is written that when they persecute you in this town, you can go to another. That is why he's in hiding until he can move. It started when we became compound fools that even this type of false story could gain this type of attention, even from educated Nigeria. This man is trying to defraud Christians by attracting sympathy and contributing money for him. Many claim to convert either Christianity or Islam for worldly things. Well, my own two cents is make this man, if this is true, I just hope he's safe. I hope he gets the help he needs to, relocate to somewhere safe. And that his people, they learn to, look, it's not the end of a life if somebody converts. Somebody can still be your child or your son and still convert. In fact, the person's life might be for the better. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time.